therapies because NHS can't help me anymore. Do you have problems with circulation and your lymphatic system?
No, it's just my fungal infection in my teeth. It keeps moving to side to side.
Go on internet, because internet's brilliant. It's got so much on aromatherapy. Look onto that. So just get some clove oil for you too.
When I get back, what I could use as well.
So what are they coming up then to talk about today then?
Pardon?
What are they coming up to talk about today then?
Yeah, it's the big meeting with that big boss man.
Oh no.
So you've got your report.
Yeah.
So you'll be discussing that with him then?
Yeah.
Have you sort of highlighted things that you don't agree and then you can get all your points across?
Yes. Have you?
Or have you highlighted where you think you could improve and where they could help you?
I don't think there's anywhere that I need to improve any lines to give him, and I don't know why she's put down I told him.
No, but you can't say that. Otherwise it looks like you're uncooperating.
I don't want you messing up on this meeting.
You don't want another bad report, do you?
No. I have been cooperating though, and I've had enough of her telling me lies. She's just making up shit.
Right, what proof have you got about this person coming out with lies? If she's in this authority of this job and she's coming out with lies, and
I'm sorry, but court's going to take more notice of her.
Yes.
That's the horrible truth of it.
She's not fucking dirty, and I'm getting sick of her saying that. Even the doctor said she wasn't.
You've got to go through the hoops. You're going to say, right, well, you've got to twist it back on them. What can you do to help me to improve then? And then they have to come out with a suggestion.
Oh yeah, I am calm and I'm there. It's just they're making me angry at the minute.
Alright, Ange, fair enough. I mean, obviously, when you're getting angry, I think you're going to kick off.
That's the worst thing you could do.
No, I'm not going to kick off. It's her I can't pick and do if I want somebody who's got kids themselves. In fact, need to
see can't say that.
Don't be rubbing that in.
Because people who have been trained up, it's like even me with my nursery nurse, and when people say, oh, you have kids, well, I'm probably more trained than you. So, she's going to be trained in all that.
Have you been taking more painkillers this morning?
I ain't taking them yet. I need to take 4 before I go.
Don't be taking 4, don't be overdosing on pills, please.
Because if your pupils and that look funny, they'll be thinking you're on something stronger.
That is a good case for them.
Oh, I just take 2 because I need some. I need my antibiotic too. I don't know where to fucking put them. I'm having one of those days.
Right, okay. You've got a lot on.
Right, yeah. Have you been through the report and highlighted? Because that's best what you can do is highlight it. Look like you've really gone through it.
Yeah, the one thing that's annoyed me is the independence, because my daughter is independent. That is the one thing she is. But when she turned 14, she just wants to stay. I don't think you mean independent like in friends and stuff. I think you mean independence in... They all used to go everywhere, Claire. They even all used to go Halloween together.
How would Amy cope if she had to stop in the house for an hour? Would she make her own dinner?
Yeah, she has done.
Right. Do they know this?
A few times. I'm going to tell him that today. I've left her on a lot. Since she was 11,
actually, a lot. You might twist that.
Yeah. But we're just going back. Theory question. Right. Well, how independent could she catch a bus on her own?
Of course she could if she wanted to.
Actually, twist the questions onto them. So, right, well, what isn't she independent on? Right, because I know she can catch a bus. You're saying she can't catch a bus. Always twist the questions onto them. And say, right, well, go into more detail then.
To me, I feel like you're not 100% knowing what they actually are fearing about independence.
And have you got a phone and that charged up? Because you are allowed to record.
Are you hearing this?
Yes, she's always got a phone with us.
No, are you hearing? You can record what's going on in this meeting.
You are allowed. They'll tell you that you can't because of confidentiality, but by law you're allowed to record that as long as they make it clear that through confidentiality you're recording your confidential information. But if you're saying, well, I'm happy recording my confidential information, they can't do anything. You're allowed to record them. So if they are lying and stuff like that, then you've got your proof. Or how if the meeting goes badly and you're like, oh, well, this person said this. Well, at least you've got your proof. Is your phone fully charged and ready?
Yeah, my phone's charged.
Brilliant.
Fully charged?
Yeah.
And you've got a recording app on it?
You've got a record?
I think record on it, I think.
Right.
I've not used it.
I mean, if you don't have a recording app, then you could also use the video, but you've got to make sure that you keep that topped up.
I got this one because
Andrew, I don't think you're going to do this, but...
No, I don't.
If,
I'm sick of calling me harder when when a harder goes out and buys more stuff. I don't do that. I've been getting rid of it for 2 years now. So I am not a harder. She's making it up and started decluttering this year. I've been decluttering for years. I'm not
that means
harder.
their process of helping you has been working. You've been getting rid of some stuff.
You've got to point out the positives, saying, well, I have been decluttering. It's just that...
I'm going to mention the one good turn that we used to go to. Greg used to always win stuff.
Pick out the positive stuff.
I mean, you got your excuses about Greg's stuff is actually the guy who's just recently passed away.
I didn't want to put pressure on the family to pick it up straight away.
And you have got you got the sister picking his stuff up bit by bit.
Yeah, so you've got sister back up if they need to get in touch.
Right.
It's absolutely ridiculous that I'm a hoarder. Yes, Greg was kind of... I wouldn't even call him a hoarder, he just had a lot of fucking clothes.
Well...
Just so that's for people who fucking go out and buy
I wouldn't actually say that. Yeah, he's got a wardrobe in your kitchen full of tools and stuff, but...
Yeah, well,
he used the wardrobe. It might look unusual, but he had lawnmower in that, didn't he, and stuff.
Looks like does that.
Yeah, he just used something conventional.
That's what it wasn't really hoarders, we just have junk that we don't need and we keep... You know,
well, that's what the class is hoarding, but... End of the day, what you don't need to concentrate on in that is saying, no, I don't agree with you. You just say something, well, I have been decluttering. But end of the day, because I've had a bereavement and I've had a death, I can't exactly get the family to pick it up quicker. I've got to have a bit of respect. They've had the funeral to sort. Twist it back on them and say, look, use what you can.
I just didn't feel like I was upset you couldn't do anything, so...
Well, I know it sounds awful, but you've got to try and be more level-headed and not think too much about the emotion today. You've got to go in that meeting with a voice of reason and logic and say, look, well, I am decluttering. It's just that obviously it's going to take me time.
It is, because Greg's not obviously helped me now, so
instead of saying, no, not a hoarder...
Well, don't start referring Greg, because everyone knows his poor lad's passed away now, so you can't refer that he was there, because remember, in your report, they said that it was more or less Greg what was making the meals for Amy and stuff.
It wasn't, though. It's taking the business.
I mean, Andrew, you've got a good way of getting around that, saying, yeah, well, I looked after the rest of the house bills and I was his carer, but the one thing he enjoyed doing was cooking. It's like Nick with me, he enjoyed cooking, so Nick wanted to do it. Oh, if he was a chef, that explains it. He enjoyed doing it, it was his hobby.
It was his career once.
Yeah, it was his career once, so use that and say, well, it's him what decided he wanted to cook, but I did so and so and so and so and so and so. Obviously now I've got that extra responsibility.
I did cook every night, but he did the weekends.
Alright then, okay.
Well, explain that to him.
No, because she didn't believe me. I told her this, but she just didn't believe me. She put down Greg cooked every night, which he didn't. And Greg actually would have confirmed that if he were here. But it's not, so how can I say?
Did they speak to Greg? Did they have spoke to Greg?
Greg never told him that he cooked every night, because he didn't.
No, the social services have spoken to Greg.
They never actually got round to speaking to him.
Didn't they?
Are you sure?
Right.
Yeah, positive.
Okay. See, end of the day, I know you like a shoulder to cry on, or you need something. Obviously, I don't know all the full facts. What the hell's going on?
No, I don't really, to be honest with you.
Right, they've given you a report on today's meeting, and you need to sort of highlight what Claire said.
I've got an idea. Do you want to, if you're up for it, do you want to read the report, and then we can tell you some hints and tips to what each thing that they're saying? Because I think that's the best way around it. Because obviously you're emotionally upset. Because me and Glenn are 1 or 2 steps back, we can think about some we're giving you advice now about him being a chef. Do you mind going through the report and then we can come up with some good points and positive things for the meeting today?
I'm only about to do a little bit because I've got to get ready in a minute. I can do these highlight points.
Okay.
No, that's more than enough. The stuff that you're really more concerned about.
Yeah, the cooking one's pissing me off actually, because I don't do microwave meals. Well, it's just people to see Angela cooking proper meals herself as opposed to microwave meals. Angela's really tried with cooking. Different things that we've never heard her cooked. It was always great, that's a lot of shit. Angela, which is from our sport, I don't like cooking.
But that's all it takes. You might have done one microwave meal one night and that's it.
Yeah, I had a microwave meal once a month, me and Greg. Amy didn't bother with them.
Do you save your shopping receipts?
Yeah.
Show them. Say, look, where's all these microwave meals on here? This is my shopping that I do week in, week out.
I don't do microwave meals anymore.
Exactly, but if you've got the receipts, you've got the proof.
I don't know if I've got one, I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, but have you received a few of them? Like, have you got your last month's worth?
Right, I'll have to have a look in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's a load of shit.
Just give me your focus.
Yeah. Another alternative that you could do in future.
That's a load of shit.
Yeah, but an alternative you could do, Ange. I know it's like £4 more. I don't know if you get a taxi now when you go shopping, but why don't you go on to internet shopping and then you've got your proof there all the time. You've got it in email. You've got this giant receipt that comes on an A4 piece of paper, like from Sainsbury's. I think Asda does the same, and you get everything printed out. And then even if you lose it, you can go back on your old orders. Like now, you could print them out and show them and say, "Look, where's these microwave meals?"
Did they physically look in your cupboard to see microwave meals or what?
No, you won't find one microwave meal.
But why have they got this microwave meal idea from then?
Yeah. Got this idea from, to be honest. Me and Greg used to have one, but not every day or every night or every week. We had one once a month. They're not cheap.
Well, no, they're not. I know, because I had to live on them when I got out of hospital. Well, out at care home.
They're not exactly cheap. How am I supposed to buy them?
Right.
Me and Amy had a microwave meal, but we had a curry and a fucking... That was ages ago. We had it now and again.
Are they definitely on about microwave meals, or they're on about takeaways?
Microwave meals, they're not fucking made a microwave meal only for me and Greg.
Why don't you then suggest what I've just said and say, right, in the future then, I'll get internet shopping in, or I'll start saving me receipts and I'll prove what my weekly shopping looks like.
Oh, my meals are in freezer.
Because it doesn't sound like you've got enough receipts to go back on, but you can say, right, from now on, I'll save me receipts, and you can check them. So it looks like you are saying you're cooperating. And especially if you get your food delivered, you're going to have that record all the time.
Well, lots of people have microwave meals sometimes.
No, but there's no point being... I know it's hard, because you want to be angry with them, but you've got to think about how you're going to combat them. You've got to do it with logic. And that'll drive them nuts. So what you've got to do is say, right, I'll cooperate and I'll prove that I don't do the microwave meals. I'll get the online shopping in, or I'll start saving my receipts, and you can check them from now on. They can't say anything negative about that. They'll have to say okay then. And then you get to prove your point. You've got to do it systematically where you're proving your point. Right, so that's your food one. So we've covered that. What's the next one?
Oh, we haven't put that letter now. Oh, it's put it in the kitchen.
have you made a note to this, Ange, or do you think you're going to remember it all?
I'm going to remember it. There's not much to remember, to be fair.
Well, no, but we don't know how. We haven't gone through your other points yet.
I know, I better get ready in a minute as well. But I've got 10 minutes.
Quickly, what's your next ones?
The one about the bedwetting.
Right, but you've got Amy down as seeing a specialist about that, haven't you?
Yeah, but apparently they tried ringing me a few weeks back to go and pick up the buzzer. Now, she's making out I'm a liar now. I've not received a call from the hospital to go and pick it up, so they're basically saying that I've not done this in a timely fashion and neglected it again.
So if you've only just found out about this, have you rung, I'm presuming it's urologist department, have you rung them back to say, look, I'm sorry, I think I've been told that I might have missed a call?
Yeah, they must have rung the house phone. They never rang my freaking mobile. I haven't had any missed calls, because when As missed calls.
They do. What they do is to save money. They do that. But have you got text